win this game, I catch the conference. Oh yeah, I lose the conference because they 5-0. I'm the juniors conference. I don't know about this, bro. How? 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 All right, let's get it, baby.
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Well, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Breaks through the contact. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set. Here we go, set. Ready.
Young off the play fake. Now he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You talk about this Falcon defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10.
Set, ready. 45, ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young.
Oh, man, I'd have been out of the catch.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Falcon football.
Getting that, man.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Penix working out of the gun here. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go play action here with Penix. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Down.
Now Young. They'll find McMillan here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina! Chuba Hubbard with career touchdown number 60. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simple to settle nerves. You know what it's like at
Yeah,
the start of the
dragging
game with the
through.
emotion. Guys are a
But
little
that's
bit
the
jumpy.
second
You understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second down and 8. And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Come on, that's a money
Quentin
play on the
Johnston was
defense.
the intended target.
Good, bro.
But now it's third down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand.
Yo, Quan. I mean, I get that starting out, but bro, come on, Quan. Come on, Quan. Just looking at the dude. Fuck.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To the air, Penix. And this throw
I was there too. I seen him. I was there.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here's Penix. That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone.
Punching from the 35?
That forced the incompletion.
Oh, wait, why is he not going for the field goal?
And
What
whistle
to
blown.
say?
A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
For a field goal.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. This is caught by McMillan.
He had it too. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Across midfield down to the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Ew. That was a nasty ass duck.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Carter in on that tackle. The Panthers at 12-4 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance of
Oh my God, Bryce, I need you. Stop throwing these fucking ducks.
And they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
I need you, bro. Come on.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, set. 33.
Throwing, Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on the 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
There's 3 people there, y'all. Somebody can catch the pick.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Good.
14 yards there on a Falcon first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Beatty. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll throw with Penix. He's in the space past the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. A good pick up there, 20 yards. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Let's go.
Now Penix.
Oh, come on. That's you, bro.
His pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but 3rd down coming up.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix.
I seen him too. I seen him. He done got a bump.
And they do get him
Stop.
down, but not before he's
Still
able
let
to
him
ship
through.
it inside the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Penix. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Quentin Johnston, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
That's good to see. 100 points.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Okay, break.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
Young will set to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Okay, ready.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. Hut. Hut.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Complete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by
bro.
that. The thought
That
process
is
there.
a tutty,
He's
boy.
creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
33. Yellow. Ready.
Again, it's Young. And that
Bryce, you throwing some bullshit, bro.
That's
Oh,
he probably thinks
shit.
he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got his man, London, right side. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, bullshit.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Complete to Washington. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33.
He ran that route so fucking slow. Look at his curl.
1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Atlanta.
A play fake. Now Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Toss play to Robinson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Penix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Washington from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast and as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Second and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Penix working out of the gun here. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
To throw again is Penix. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. In motion right is Johnston. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Penix to the air once more. Right side, he has Johnston. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing again, Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Penix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
24-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Down. 45. Ready.
Young to throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jalen Walker. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
On the ball. On the ball.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second and 16.
Ready.
Young. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready. 6. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jalen Carter drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now 2nd and 3.
Off play action, here's Penix. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Penix. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready?
Young going to give to Brooks. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Set.
Throwing. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. Well, that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Okay.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Down. Cut.
Draw play, ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Set.
Now Young. To the right side, held in by McMillan. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Here we go. Set. Set. Cut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going to traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
Ryan Fitzgerald on for the Panther field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 36. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nick Scorton coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker. They try to hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Ready?
Young now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Hut, hut.
Here's Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll throw with Penix. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Complete to Johnston here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Robinson on a give right side. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Penix. That's complete to Whitaker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. In motion right is Johnston. Looking to throw, Penix. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. And looking to throw, Penix.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Penix working out of the gun here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Set, ready. Yes, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Set, cut. Set, cut.
It's Young off play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Young.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 4.
Again, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To the air, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw. Looking left side, is down there. That's Johnston. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down. Beatty. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Here's Penix.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Yellow.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Set, ready, set.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
Dancing away at the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he This one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Got it.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young working out of the gun.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready?
Again, it's Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there is no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Now Penix. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll get it forward to him on a touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Here comes 2nd down. Now back to throw. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, break. Ready. Hut, hut.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready.
Now Young running the option left. A pitch back. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third down and 10.
Ready.
Young to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's London.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st down, Falcons.
Here's 1st down.
Let's go now. 70
He'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
He's back to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. He's going to take another shot here. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Young. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Now Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
The 25-yard line.
Ready up.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
Young to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just second down.
And here in overtime, that had the potential to be the definition of a game-changing interception. But he couldn't find a way to pull it in. And that's a disappointment there.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And looking to throw, Penix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
And now they'll shift things around. Penix to the air once more. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I know those really old school guys. They're like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Come on, set.
What can Young do in the OT?
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Down. Set. Go.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
Fighting through, and he's got space.
Inside the 10.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for Carolina,
a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down.
and now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, They dropped their 7th game on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.